Hey Canucks fans, welcome to another edition of Ask Me Anything. I'm Canuck Clay, and this is my Canucks take on one take. It's Clay's Canucks commentary for Sunday, September the 18th. If you're new, here's what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. Hello from Seattle. As many of you know, Gail and I are down here for the weekend. We saw a wonderful Christian concert last night, a worship group called the Katinas, five brothers from American Samoa. So that was a beautiful, beautiful night. And Gail and I have had a nice, relaxing time. We miss our kids. Obviously, we miss Mickey. We'll be heading back tonight, but it was still a nice getaway as the school season, the school year started to get busy, especially for Gail. Tonight, and hence the relatively intimate setup. We're in the hotel room getting ready to check out, and Gail's over there getting ready. So we're all good. We're all good. We're gonna enjoy a day shopping before we come back home. You know, I have actually a cool dinner with a couple of people, but I'll talk about that tonight in tonight's live stream. 10:30 p.m. We've been going 11 p.m. for the past 4 nights, but Sunday, as you know, I start half an hour earlier because I go half an hour later. So half an hour longer, I should say. So 10:30 until 11:30 tonight. I hope you join me for CCC Live, Clay's Canucks Commentary Live, and maybe you've been listening on podcast platforms as well. So let's get to your questions. Only a few. I think the fact that I did not do a vlog yesterday because I was in the States, not a lot of people found the post on my community tab, which is fine. But we still have 4 really good questions from 4 really loyal viewers of this channel. So let's get to it right away. Tristan says this: if you could change one thing that happened in Canucks history, good or bad, what would it be, and why save goal pass hit celebration? Oh, and why save goal pass hit celebration? Anything like that? Have a wonderful trip back from the US and see you tonight for week 2 of CCC Live. Cheers. Remember that I'm a fan for life. So Tristan, yes, I know you're a fan for life. I appreciate how loyal you are. And I think this is an obvious answer, but if there's one thing that I could change from Canucks history is that we win Game 7 back in 2011. Not only because I was there, which would have been sweet, but just the whole narrative of the franchise, what happened after the riots, but more importantly, the fact that that would be our first Stanley Cup in, at that time, our 40-year history. Now, a couple things I wish that didn't happen that led up to it. I wish Mason Raymond never got hurt at the start of that series, getting hit by Johnny Boychuk. Was it Johnny Boychuk? Yes, I think so. I wish that Aaron Rome wasn't suspended for his hit on Nathan Horton. So I wish that Dan Hughes didn't get hurt checking Milan Lucic. So those are 3 things. We were missing Rome, most importantly Hughes and Raymond for the last bit of that series, Game 7 especially. So that's what I would love to change, obviously, in Canucks history. Eli says, if compliance buyouts were back and each team had one for the season, who would you want the Canucks to buy out? The realistic answer is a Jason Dickinson or Tucker Pullman. With both of those guys, then that's, I don't know the exact calculation, but that would be basically $2.5 to $3 million off of the books, and then that would give us some much needed cap relief, especially going forward. So that's what I would do, is I would buy out Jason Dickinson. I say Dickinson because I think he doesn't even factor in the Canucks top 9. As you guys know, I think it's the 3 centers, the 3 Russians, and then Besser, Garland, and Pearson. And then some battle of Lazar. No, I think it's going to be Lazar, Dakota, Joshua, and then maybe Hoglander. So that could mean Jason Dickinson is the odd man out. We'll see. And then on D, I just think that we're kind of redundant on the right side with Myers, Shen, Pullman. I would love to see someone like Pullman waived as well, or at least bought out as well, if compliance buyouts were certainly a thing. That's a really good question. Then, if I'm thinking big picture, it frees up a lot of money, but they also take a lot of minutes. Is OEL and Myers. I really like what they can bring to the team when they're playing well, but that is a lot of money. Again, I don't know how the calculation works for a compliance buyout. I don't know off the top of my head, but you just think of the cap space that would save. But I simply don't think that's a realistic option for the Canucks. So I think it would be one of Dickinson or Pullman, but then I would think about OEL or Myers just from the pure cap space it would bring. Joe Pratt says, of the teams who are well over the cap, who is the most likely to place a right D on waivers, and what kind of D-men do the Canucks really need? To be honest with you, Joe, I don't know which the cap situations of every team, and usually, even if you are over the cap, the type of a right shot player D-man you're going to get is going to be a 3rd or 4th pairing guy. You're usually not going to give up a top 4 right shot defenseman. Having said that, I've heard the name Victor Mete, maybe one guy that could come free on waivers. So that's one name to think about. And regardless of who it is, I think on the right, the Canucks need a puck mover. That's what they need because all our good puck movers are on the left side. I'd say Hughes, Dermott, OEL is a decent puck mover, and Rathbone coming up. On your right side, you have Myers, Shen, Pullman, and I wouldn't say any of those guys are strong puck movers. So I would want a puck mover on the right side just to give the Canucks some more options. And last question from Canucks Bo, who is next for Quinn Hughes, right D men, play OEL this season? So Canucks Bo, I'm not sure exactly what you're asking. If you're asking who is next for Quinn Hughes, right D men, play OEL this season, I'm going to guess that you're asking who should the Canucks play on the right between OEL and Hughes. And if you're not asking this, Canucks Bo, I apologize, but I'm going to answer it this way anyways. My first reaction was play Hughes there. He's faster, he's a better skater, and I think he can make up for any deficiencies that just not comfortable playing the right side. I think he can make up for it because it's so good. But as I think about it more, I think if you put OEL on the right side, let's say he's okay there, then you can keep Hughes on a strong side on the left. They can still swap. You know, Hughes does that thing where he likes to kind of back up along the line when he's running up for a shot. He can still do that. I think Hughes and OEL are smart enough to swap when they need to. But I would actually try OEL on the right, Hughes on the left, and then because OEL's got a better one-timer. So if they're both left-handed, you think that Hughes could set up OEL for a one-timer when OEL's on the right, as opposed to Hughes on his one-timer. Because OEL is a better one-timer, because I think Hughes is so strong on the left, I would actually, if I had to pick, I would pick OEL on the right. But my gut feeling is that they're going to go Hughes on the right because I think of the two of them, he would seem to be a bit more willing to try that, considering that he actually offered himself to the Canucks coaching staff. So there we go. Some questions, some answers for you. Really good questions as we head into the season. A lot focused on our defensemen, obviously. Then Tristan's question about the right shot, Tristan's question, about the one thing that we want to change in history, and then Eli's question about the compliance buyout. So a lot of interest. I'm excited. The Canucks are going to be finishing off their young stars this today and tomorrow. Then preseason games start next Friday, and then we can really get going and have a lot of content to talk about. But for now, I hope I answered those questions to your satisfaction, and I hope that you join me tonight at 10:30 p.m. for my live stream. Shout out to my sponsors, Van City Experts Real Estate, and to Perform and Transform Personal Training Weight Loss. Thank you to legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Just Incredible, legendary Andrew Chang, and to Hall of Fame and franchise members. And thanks to all of you for continuing to watch and to support me on this channel. Subscribe if you'd like to, like this video if you'd like to, leave a tip, a super thanks if you'd like to, look at your membership upgrade if you'd like to, become a member if you'd like to, and definitely leave a comment down below if you'd like to, just how you're feeling on this Sunday. And if you made it this far in the video, 8 minutes in, the fact that it's young stars right now, the fact that the Canucks are 3-0, just type in the two words young stars into the chat, in the comments, and then I know you made it to the end of this video. If it got a lot quieter, the air conditioner just went off in the room, exactly, of course, as I finished my video. Stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves and take care of each other, and I'll see you tonight at 10:30 p.m. God bless, and go Canucks go.